Welcome everybody, you are joining the action in the bottom of the fourth, and let's set it up so you can see it a little better. There we go. Okay. And what just happened is that the inning started off with a fly out to right and then a strikeout by the pitcher Briles. The score is 4-3 at this point here in the bottom of the fourth. And then Lou Brock singled, stole second. Javier came up and tripled in Brock, and that was the tying run. So the Tigers at one point were up 4-0 in the '68 World Series Game 2. And now the Cardinals have come back with 4 runs, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and now 1 in the fourth, and they have the go-ahead run, the 5th run of the game, standing 90 feet away at third base. It's Curt Flood, the batter, who's singled and reached on an error. Mickey Lolich is pitching for the Tigers, and it's Curt Flood, who was at the center of a big controversy, a big, huge free agent controversy in the late 60s. Here's the pitch from Lolich to Flood, and it's a 4-12. A 4-12 is going to be a ground ball, shortstop X. The shortstop is Stanley. He has 1 error in this game already, and it's an 8 on the 20-sided die. You can see that up there. It's an 8. Shortstop is a 3. Stanley is a 3 shortstop. Actually, you know what? I think he's even a 4 shortstop. Terrible shortstop. Really, there's a center fielder. Yeah, he is a 4 shortstop. I've been counting him as a 3. He's been getting away with murder. He woke up on the right side of the bed today. So it's an 8 on a 4 to shortstop. It's going to be a 1 base error, and that's going to allow Javier to score the go-ahead run. So now the Cards lead at 5-4. They have come back from a 4-0 deficit. So it's an E6, allowing Flood to get to first. And Flood is going to try to steal. And that's a 9. He's a B. So a B steals second on 1-13. So he's going to be good to go. So Flood steals second. And Flood is in scoring position for Orlando Cepeda against Mickey Lolich. And it's 6-4, 6-4, fly ball center field X. The center fielder is a 3, Northrup. And it's going to be a 4. And that's going to be a ball that's dropped by the center fielder. And into second goes Cepeda. Flood comes around to score. And it's a 2 base error by the center fielder. The defense is really collapsing here for the Detroit Tigers in the bottom of the fourth. The score now is St. Louis 6 and Tigers 4. We'll be back. Okay, you're joining us here in game 2 of the 1968 World Series between the Tigers and the Cards at Busch Stadium. You're joining us in the top of the 6th inning. There's 1 out and runners on first and second. Lolich is on first. He tried a sacrifice bunt, but somehow was able to reach base, and they called it a single. So it's first and second. 1 out, and it's McAuliffe, the batter. And Hughes is going to replace Briles. He's ready to pitch. And the Cardinals are doing a double switch. And that's going to be Hughes in that spot. Okay. So it's going to be McAuliffe with 1 out against Hughes. So Nellie Briles is out of the game. Score is 6-4 Cards. and it's a 2-9. A 2-9. 9 is a strikeout. So big strikeout by Hughes. And it's going to be Mickey Stanley. Stanley is 0 for 2 on the day. He's been thrown out by the catcher on a ball that went no more than a foot from the home plate. And then he's thrown out to center field. Mickey Stanley. And it's a 2-8. A 2-8 on his card is a single. A single, and the bases are loaded. And Wirt is 1-12, 1-14 running. And Don Wirt is going to attempt to score. Don Wirt is going to attempt to score, and he's a 1-14, and the number is 15, so he does score. An RBI. Oh, then a single and an RBI. And it's going to be Al Kaline. Al Kaline. So if they get back one, it's 6-5 now. They were leading 4-0 at one point. The Tigers were, and the Cards came back with 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and 3 in the fourth to take the lead. It's the top of the sixth now. 6-5 Tigers. There's 2 outs. There's runners on first and second. Al Kaline, who's walked, singled, and hit into an error by the shortstop. Here's the pitch for Al Kaline. It's 4-9. It's going to be off Hughes' card. 4-9. And that's a split double fly ball to center. So a 1-8 will tie the game up. I know there was 15 inches there now. Okay, so that's going to be a 6. And that's going to be a double. And that's going to score Lolich. Over to third goes Stanley. Big RBI for Al Kaline. And Dick Hughes is having a hard time. The Tigers get 2 and tie the game at 6 apiece here in the top of the sixth. Big 2-out double, run scoring double by Al Kaline in the twilight of his career. And we're going to go down to the shortstop who replaced Maxville, Gagliano. Very interesting game. It's been a seesaw battle all the way. The Tigers took a quick 4-0 lead. By the bottom of the fourth, the Cards had taken a 6-4 lead, and it wasn't until the top of the sixth that the Tigers tied it up at 6. In the bottom of the sixth, back came the Cards, scoring 2, and now we're in the bottom of the eighth. The Cards have 2 outs, and we're right about to go to the top of the ninth for the Tigers' last opportunity to even the series at 1 apiece. It's going to be Al Kaline. Joe Horner is going to face Al Kaline, Norm Cash, and Willie Horton. And Horner looks in for the pitch, looks in for the sign, and he sets and deals, and it's a 6-11. A 6-11 is a fly ball left field X. The left fielder is Brock. I believe Brock is a 1 from, if my memory serves me correctly. No, he's a 2. He was a 1. He became a 2 in 68. I believe he was a 1 in 67. So, it's a 1 on the outfielder, 2, and that's a catch by Brock, 1 away. And it's going to be Norm Cash. Norm Cash grounded out, walked, grounded out, and struck out. So he's 0 for 3 on the day. That's a 1-8, a 1-8. That ball is launched. That ball is way back. To the track goes K-Line, and that's gone. Norm Cash connects with one there and brings the Tigers within 1 run. And it's 8-7 now, and it's Willie Horton who's going to come to the plate. He is the tying run. Willie Horton. It's going to be off Horner's card, a 6-6. And that's a 1-14 single. And it's a line out 15-20, but it's an 11. So that's line drive, base hit. And Horton's on at first. Northrop. Northrop is 1 for 4 on the day with a run scored and RBI. His only hit was a double in the 7th inning. Let's say 110, a 110, and we look here, it's going to be a single, and Horton's going to stop at second. Bill Freehand is up, and that may be all for Horner. No, they're going to leave him in for one more batter. Bill Freehand, 1 away now. The score is 8-7 Cards. We're in the top of the 9th inning. At second base is Horton. At first base is Northrop. We're going to face Freehand, the pitcher Joe Horner. Joe Horner was 8-2 with a 1.47 ERA in 49 innings pitched in 68. And Bill Freehand was a 263 hitter with 24 doubles, 2 triples, and 25 home runs. So he's got good power. And Horner looks in for the sign. He sets and deals. And Freehand swings. And it hits a comebacker right to the pitcher. And Horner turns around and hits the shortstop for 1. Back to first. Oh, not in time. It was a close play at first base. And Horton moves over to third. So the tying run is 90 feet away, and Freehand is on at first with a fielder's choice. He just beat that one, and it's going to be Don Wirt, the third baseman, who is 1 for 3 on the day. He's singled and scored a run, and he was given an intentional walk. The score is 8-7 Cards, and there's 2 outs with the tying run at third base. Freehand is over at first, and it looks like we're going to see a pinch hitter for Don Wirt. We're looking deep into the Tiger bench to see who can pinch hit. Would have been nice to have Brown right now. It's going to be Tom Macic. Tom Macic. Don't play with Magic, kids. He's going to come in. Magic is 3 points better. He's at 203, whereas Wirt is at 200. Magic has 6 doubles, 2 triples, 3 home runs, and 227 at bats. So Magic is going to come in, and he's going to pinch hit for Wirt. The 3-2 would have been a pop-up, high fly pop-up to the first baseman for the third out anyway. And that's all she wrote in this game. So Magic pops up and ends the ball game for the Tigers, who really rallied back multiple times in this game. And they were fighting until the end. So I'm glad you enjoyed the game. Tune into Game 3. May play it tonight, may play it tomorrow. See what happens. The Cards are up 2-0. We go to Detroit. Take care, guys.